and I'm from Selfless Yoga. And today I wanted to share a Ashtanga Vinyasa Express class. It's more of a short form class, doing a couple of standing and seated poses, as well as a few Yin Yoga poses to cool down and to become more centered. So what you might need today is a few blocks. Also, you can use 2 hardcover books that are the same size. I have here, just to show you, I have 2 regular pillows from the couch. You can use that, as well as maybe a bolster. And then also I have a strap. You can use a towel or something that you can hold on to if you might need it, depending on the pose. So with Ashtanga Vinyasa, it is going to be a fast-paced, more of a fast-paced yoga practice. We're going to develop heat. We're really going to be breath focused and focus on stillness. Now, with our Yin Yoga practice, it's going to be sitting in poses for a little bit longer than you might feel comfortable with, in the sense that the goal is to stay in stillness and being at your edge, where you feel like you're in the pose. You may feel a little bit of discomfort, but no paining, numbness, or tingling. We never want that. But you feel like you're at your edge and you breathe through it and you stay as still as you can. All right, so let's get started. So just to say that I am Christine and I'm from Selfless Yoga, and I love sharing yoga. That's one of the biggest things for me. And my goal is just to share it selflessly, not looking for the fruits, just looking to help others, as well as share yoga from anywhere, from home, in nature, at the beach, traveling. We can do it anywhere. And we forget that. And even if you're here for 5 minutes or you're here for the entire class, your practice is your practice. And 5 minutes might be enough, or longer might be enough. And at any point, you may feel like it's too much. Always laying on your back in Shavasana or in child's pose and taking breaks is fine as well. So if you haven't already, get into a cross-legged position and just get yourself nice and seated. And just start to close your eyes. And start to focus on your breath. Slow inhales and exhales. And as you sit here, notice your spine nice and long. Shoulders away from your ears. You're just starting to feel your seat onto the ground below you. Breathing in belly, rib cage, upper chest. Exhale, upper chest, rib cage, belly. Really expanding the belly on the inhale and contracting on the exhale. And setting an intention for this practice today. A sankalpa, just to help guide you through your practice. And going ahead and putting your hands into heart center. We're going to inhale for 1 Om. Inhale. Om. And I'm going to say the Ashtanga Vinyasa opening mantra. Vande Guruna Charanara Vinde Sandara Shita Swatma Sukhava Bodhe Nisre Yase Jangalika Yamane Samsara Hala Hala Mohashantiye Abahu Purushankaram Shankhachakrasidahinam Sarasrasirasam Svetam Pranamami Patanjalim. Om. Let's get started. So we're going to stand on the top of our mats, toes touching, heels slightly spread apart, palms on the side of your body, and just start to close your eyes for just a moment. Feeling your body, balancing, calming, and getting prepared for your practice. And let's take 3 Ujjayi breaths, breath with sounds. So inhaling through your nose. And slowly opening your eyes. So this breath helps you with your practice to help keep you heated. Also, when you hear your breath as you're practicing, it kind of gets your mind and body into a meditative state because now you're hearing something and you're focusing your attention there. With this practice is Tristana, so you will focus on your breath. You will focus, of course, on the postures, as well as the bandhas, your belly in and up, pelvic floor in and up, as well as your dristi, your gaze. So maybe you're gazing at your nose or your thumb or your belly button, just to keep your mind in a meditative state. Of course, if this is new for you, it's okay, but you just try to focus on that. And always reminding yourself, I know we're here together and I want you to feel comfortable, and not feel that this practice is difficult. I will provide you modifications because some poses I cannot do, and I'm okay with that. I'm learning and growing. So reminding yourself that you try your best and being proud of being on your mat today. And even if you're not on your mat, I'm proud of you just being here and present. So we're going to do Surya Namaskar, sun salutations. We'll do 5 of A. It's going to help warm up our body. Inhale, palms overhead. Look at your thumb. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms down, step back, high plank to low plank chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your hands nice and open. Bring your chest through and breathe here for 5 breaths. 1. Open your palms nice and wide. 2. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. 3. Really inhaling and exhaling with Ujjayi breath. 4. Hips up and back. And 5. On the exhale, bring your hips back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. You can always bend your knees. And inhale, palms overhead. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, palms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. 1, 2. Look between your legs. 3. and 5. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, palms overhead. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, palms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's breathe here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, step or jump, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, palms overhead. Exhale, Samasthiti. One more round. Inhale, palms overhead. Dway, exhale, forward fold. Trini, inhale, halfway lift. Chatwari, step, jump back, chaturanga. Pancha, inhale, upward facing dog. Shat, exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe here. 1. Really look behind you. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, step or jump, halfway lift. Ashtanga, exhale, forward fold. Nava, inhale, palms overhead. Exhale, Samasthiti. One more round. Inhale, palms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Look at your nose. Exhale, palms down. Step back, chaturanga. You can always drop onto your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale or step or jump into halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And bend your knees, belly to abdomen connection. Inhale, palms overhead. Exhale, Samasthiti. And just stand here for just a moment in Samasthiti. Close your eyes. You fix your clothes if you need to. And just start to feel your breath in this moment. Maybe you notice your heart. Maybe you'll notice the heat you created in your body. Noticing your breath. Relaxing upper and lower jaw. And slowly opening your eyes. So we're going to do one round of Surya Namaskar B. Usually we'll do about 3 to 5 of them, but we're doing an express short form class, so we're not going to do as many today. Okay? So with Surya Namaskar B, if this is your first time, the biggest thing is in the beginning, at the end of the sequence of poses that you'll do with your breath, you'll have chair pose, Utkatasana, And then in between the chaturangas, which is the high plank to low plank like we did before, you'll be doing warrior one, Virabhadrasana. So this is warrior one. On each side, you do your right and then you'll do your left. Let's go ahead and get started. Toes touching, heels slightly spread apart, palms towards the ground in Samasthiti. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose, hips down, palms up. Exhale, hinge jump for your hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms down, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right leg forward, Virabhadrasana, looking up. Exhale, palms down. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left leg forward, Virabhadrasana. So your knees in a 90-degree angle, squared hips. Exhale, palms down. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now breathe here for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Opening your shoulders nice and wide. 4. And 5. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samasthiti. Okay, feel your breath again. As you can see, I'm feeling warm, feeling heated. And this allows your body to, within the poses, helps you, your muscles to be engaged, to help you protect yourself from injury. So we're gonna go ahead and start with, we're gonna skip a couple of poses and we're gonna do Pasarita, Padottanasana, A, B, C, and D. But before that, we're going to do Padangustasana, Padahastasana. Yes, these are Sanskrit names. So get back into Samasthiti. We'll start with that first. And then go ahead and put your hands on your hips. And either step or jump your feet hip distance wide. Inhale, open your chest wide. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Forward fold, grab your big toe or your shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, elbows out to the side. And breathe here for 5. 1. Bring your elbows out to the side. 2. Bend into your knees. 3. Bring your weight forward. 4. 5. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Decide if you're going to do the same exact pose or a deeper pose, Padahastasana. Put your palms underneath your feet. Index finger touching the soles. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And breathe here. 1. Trust yourself to lean into your toes. 2. Bend your knees to help that abdomen thigh connection. 3. 4. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on your hips. And inhale, slowly come back up. Feet together into Samasthiti. Now, I'm going to do, so you can see the sides of my body, okay? But you can stay where you're at. And hands on your hips, still on your hips. Step your right leg behind you. Turn towards the long side of your mat. Now try to walk your feet out. Turn your toes slightly in to help protect your ankles. And if you need to bend your knees slightly, do so. Listen to your body, okay? Keeping your hands on your hips. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Drop your hands in between your feet. So your fingers and your toes are in the same alignment. Hands are hip distance, are pretty much maybe a little bit wider, shoulder distance wide. Inhale, halfway lift, flat spine. And exhale, forward fold, elbows towards the back of your mat. 1. Bring your weight forward. 2. Maybe walk your hands back a little bit. 3. Your arms are kind of like chaturanga, parallel to each other. 4. And 5. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on your hip. And inhale, come all the way back up. Beat position, keeping your hands on the hip the entire time. And your goal is to get to the same depth as the first pose. But listen to your body. Move as you feel comfortable. So inhale, open your chest wide. Exhale, start over. So bring your hands out to the side to reset your body. You should always do that in between. Then hands on your hips. Great, perfect. Inhale, open your chest wide. And exhale, hinge from your hips and forward fold, keeping your hands on your hips. And breathe here. 1, 2, elbows in towards your spine. 3, 4, 5. And inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, hands out. Hands interlock behind you. Either interlocking your hands, or you're gonna grab opposite elbow, your choice. Listening to your body. Inhale, open your chest nice and wide. Exhale, forward fold. Now bring this arm away from your back if you can. And you're gonna breathe here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, come all the way back up. Now this time we don't have to bring our hands parallel. Go ahead, bring your hands on your hips. Now we're going to do deep position where you grab your big toe or you put your hands on your shins. Inhale, open your chest wide. Exhale, hinge from your hips and forward fold. Grab your big toe. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, elbows out to the side. And breathe here. 1. Again, trust yourself. Bring your weight forward. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands on your hips. And inhale, come all the way back up. And you're going to walk back into Samasthiti, okay? If you were forward. The next pose we're going to do is a vinyasa, and then we're going to go into a couple of standing poses, Utkatasana and Virabhadrasana. Those are both chair pose and warrior pose. So as you're on the top of your mat, we're going to do a vinyasa back to standing. So a vinyasa is Surya Namaskar A. Okay? So inhale, palms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms open. Step back or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now, when we're in downward facing, we don't breathe for 5 breaths. Now, bring your hips back and step or jump into Utkatasana, chair pose. Bring your hips down. Tuck your tailbone in and look at your thumb. 1. Bend into your knees. 2. You focus on your bandhas, in and up. 3. 4. And 5. Now exhale, palms down. And what we're going to do is just going to step our right leg behind us into warrior pose. Okay? I'm going to show you to the side and come up. So when you do warrior, your right foot is behind, left foot's in front. That back foot is in a diagonal position. Hips are squared. Bend into your front leg as much as you can. You can move your feet up a little further and push that back leg behind you. And slowly bring your hands up and breathe here. 1. Really bend into that knee. 2. Keep your hips squared. 3. 4. And 5. Now slowly keeping your hands in the same pose, switching and going behind. And go ahead and bend into that opposite leg, making sure your hips are nice and squared. And breathe here. 1. 2. Bend in a little bit more. 3. 4. And 5. Now we're going to open up. Warrior 2. So your back foot's a little bit more wide, out to the side, open hips. And bend into that front leg, bringing that front knee out towards the back. Hands strong, torso centered, and breathe here. 1. 2. Look at your middle finger. 3. 4. And 5. Straightening your legs, just switching your hips towards the front of your mat. Bending into that left leg. Now making sure you're heel to heel alignment still. And bend into that front leg. Maybe step that foot a little bit longer forward. And breathe here. 1. 2. 3. Relax your shoulders. 4. And 5. Slowly bring your hands towards the ground. And here you can, if you want to attempt, step that left foot back a little bit. Okay? And lift that back foot up. And you can stay here, Or if you'd like to try, you can either do a little bit of hops, palms down, and just hop, hop. And if you know how to do a half handstand, I can't do it yet, but I still try. I tuck in, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And go ahead and just step through into halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And just palms overhead. And exhale, Samasthiti. Okay. We're going to go ahead and do Hinlo Asana. But what I feel we should do first, I keep going back and forth, is tree pose. So we can do Ardha Baddha Padottanasana, but that's incorporates really open hips and half lotus, which is what we're going to do Hinlo Asana instead, which is just more of a figure four. And then the other pose we're going to do before that, we could do Udhita Hasta Padangustasana, where you grab onto your toe and you hold here for 5 breaths here, 1 breath here, and then you hold it for 5 breaths. Well, we're going to do a variation today. We're just going to do tree pose and really feel strength and balance through one of your legs. So, ground through your left foot. Ground it, feel nice and grounded. Put your hands on your hips. Take your right foot, kind of put it like a pointing on the ground. Then turn it, open it up to the side and bring it kind of close to your ankle. And just look at a spot that's not moving. Now, if you feel you want to stay here, you can. And if you want more, either bring your foot below or above your knee. And you can decide, you can hold it here. You could bring both your hands on your hips, whatever you feel is best. So we're going to breathe here. Find your grounding point. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's just shake it and switch to the next foot. Go ahead and getting yourself prepared wherever you want to go and breathe here. Just feeling your floor grounding. 2, 3, 4, smile, and 5. And release. Doing amazing. So be proud of yourself. Now, if you want to try Udhita Hasta Padangustasana, let's just try it. And what I recommend is we could use a wall. Okay, so let's see if I can have you see me. Yes, you can. So I'm going to use the wall. And so I'm not going to use myself to really feel it's connected, like this wall is going to save me. I'm just going to use this to help me balance, okay? So the options here, you can either grab onto your shin, okay, and do all the prompts I'm going to give you, or you can grab your big toe. Choose what you're going to do. I'm going to grab my big toe for fun and grab where you want to be. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, elbows out to the side. 1, 2, 3. Maybe grab your hips. 4, or go back to the wall. And 5. Inhale. Exhale, bring your leg out to the side and look over your opposite shoulder. 1, tuck your tailbone in. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And bring your foot forward. Inhale and exhale. And slowly bring both your hands on your hips, point your toes, and lift. 1. Bring it up some more. 2, 3, 4, smile, and 5. As you can see, I am having so much fun with you. I really enjoy yoga. So it's not about perfection. You try what you can and not be so hard on yourself. You've got this. Let's do the other side. So I'm using my wall to help support me. Grab your big toe or your shin. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, forward fold. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, exhale, open that leg out and look over the opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring your leg forward. Exhale, put your hands on your hips and lift. 1. Come on, bring that foot up a little bit more. 2, 3, point your toes. 4, and 5. Release. So we're going to go Asana, or you can do half lotus. So Asana, you would kind of do a figure 4 over your thigh, never on your knee, okay? So you would put your hands on your hips. We'll do both of them and see how we do today. You go ahead and cross your right foot over on top of your thigh, and you can stay right here and breathe here. If you want to, you can grab and hold your foot up this way too, is another variation. Or you can just stay here, hand on your hip. And if you feel comfortable, you can go a little forward. Grab onto the floor, or you can have 2 blocks here. If you want to try half lotus, you want to make sure you have a very open hip. So you want to do it safely. So I ground through my left foot, okay? And then it comes with a bind. So listen to your body. I'm going to show it to you. You can still do Asana. So what I do is I always make my foot nice and squared, and I slowly take my heel towards my belly button, okay? If I ever feel any pain or sharp sensations in my knee, I come right out of it, even for me, and I do it. And then bring my foot down. You can stay here, and that's a variation of half lotus. And you can bring your hand behind you and hold it here. And breathe here for 5 breaths. If you want to try to grab your big toe, you can. And just breathe here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And release. Asana or half lotus with your hands supporting. Take my time. I get right into that hip crease area. And sometimes I just stay right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release. And we're just going to go ahead and sit on the ground. Bring both your feet hip distance wide. And we're just going to do some windshield wipers just to open the hips. Going back to the breath, reminding your mind, body connection that you're safe, everything's okay, and focus on your breath. Now we're going to go into the yin section of our practice. So go ahead and grab yourself either 2 pillows or 1 pillow or a bolster. Sometimes when I'm traveling, I don't have my equipment with me, so I use whatever is available. You don't have to have a fancy bolster. You literally can, all you need is something to support you. So our first pose is going to be Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. And so you bend both your knees up towards the sky, feet are on the ground below you. Bring your knees out. Soles of your feet are touching. And you just look at your feet like you're reading a book. And with this, since we're doing yin variation, we don't have to be 1 foot distance, but you want to feel in a comfortable position. Now, if your knees hurt you, you can take extra pillows or blocks and you can go underneath your knees. So that's what I do if I'm really tight, because some days I can be very flexible, some days I can't. And that's just the body. Okay with it. Bring it out to my knees for support, because we're going to sit here for at least 30 breaths. And go ahead, maybe not 30, but we'll be here for a little bit, okay? So I bring my pillows, put it right in front on top of my feet. And just inhale, open your chest wide. And exhale, come forward and relax into your pillows. And start to slow the mind, slow the breath. Relaxing your shoulders again. Allow your head to fall onto the pillow below you. And just trust that you are in the right place at the right time. We're having a beautiful Saturday evening together. And when the clouds of thoughts come in, what you need to do tomorrow, what you did yesterday, just go back to your breath and be gentle with your mind. This moment is for you, and all the things that happened or will happen after your practice. Another minute or so. If you want to get a little bit more deeper, we drop a little bit more deeper into the pose if that allows. And one more breath. Exhale, slowly come forward and up. And take your props away. And let's go ahead and do some windshield wipers. And just starting to slow down. You may feel your heart beating. You may feel warm still. Now we're just taking it easy. Balancing the yin and the yang energy. the fast and the slow, the cold and the warm. You need both. Okay. Go ahead and lay onto your belly. We're going to do Sphinx pose, and I'm just going to go to the side. So you lay onto your belly and extend your legs behind you. And what I like to do is I kind of go hold onto my triceps and walk my elbows in. So I have elbow to shoulder alignment. Let's do seals first. And just stay here and drop your head. Just breathing here, just gentle back bend, counteracting the deep forward fold we did. And if your head feels uncomfortable, just keep it neutral. But if you want a little bit more, breathe through the tension. Helps to open up the cervical spine. Helping to open up the shoulders. A few more breaths here. Just notice your belly against the ground. And slowly come up, taking your palms, forearms parallel to each other, and then slowly lifting your chin up through the sky, really pushing your shoulders away from your ears, and breathing here. And now if this is too much for you, you can just lay on your belly and put your hands across like a pillow and just rest there. That is perfect enough. And if you want a little bit more, you can push your palms onto the ground, lift your elbows up, and really extend through your hands. Sometimes we want to do more, sometimes we want to do less, and that's fine. Just know that you're doing perfect just the way you are in this moment. And you're reminding yourself that you are perfect just the way you are. One more breath and release. And put your palms onto the ground and let's sit back into a child's pose. Bringing your knees out to the side, either extending your hands over or behind, and just breathing here for a few moments. One more minute. Noticing the warmth as you inhale and exhale. And just start to release your jaws. Just let it melt. I'm just feeling your breath in this moment. No judgment. Just love. Not just love for the physical, but for the mental, the deep consciousness that's so beautiful within yourself. One more breath here and slowly start to come up. Slowly take your time and just sit back onto your calves. And if this is uncomfortable, you can always take a block and you could put it underneath your seat and sit there, or maybe 2 blocks, or even a pillow. So we're going to do some arm variations just to open up our shoulders, especially since it's a Saturday. Maybe you've been working and you've been on a computer, or you've been walking or lifting. You know, men and women are different. And at the same time, we do feel discomforts in our shoulders. And so what we're going to do is inhale, extend your hands up towards the sky, grab your left wrist, and you're going to lean over towards your right, just to open that left side body. Bring your arm up, bring your belly in. And just breathe here. Feeling the sides of your body open up. No rush, nowhere to be, but just here in the now. And come back to center, extending your hands and switch. Extend both your hands up and release. And you can take your blocks from underneath your seat. And we're going to do straddle pose. Bring your legs wide, wherever feels comfortable for you. And take your pillows, for example. And if you want is too low for you, you can take multiple pillows to help get yourself more comfortable, or you can go like this, put 2 blocks, medium height, and you can put it on top. And just lean forward and breathe here. And just going back to the Ujjayi breath with sound. As you inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. One more minute here. One more breath. And slowly start to come up. Moving your props. And again, bringing your knees towards the sky, and a couple of windshield wipers again. And then crossing your feet, hands on the top of the sides of your thigh. And just doing some cat and cow, opening your chest as you inhale and exhale, rounding. And release. We're going to go ahead and lay on our back. And keep your bolster or your blocks. So we can do a variation. So we can do bridge pose. So the block will be, decide on what height is good for you. Sometimes it might be the flattest, medium, or highest, depending on what you want. And the lower one goes kind of like where your bra strap is, but if you're a guy, it goes like right below your scapular bone. There's a bone, okay, right there. And then this one goes underneath your head. Gentle back bend. You can cross your legs or extend your legs in front. And another option is to just take the pillows behind you and just lay on it to help open up your chest as well. So sometimes I go like this. I kind of feel where it goes. That feels good. Lay back. And some of these blocks can be hard, so maybe you may put a blanket on it. I take care, I put it in the highest height. I just make sure it's comfortable. And I bring my hands out to the side. And I just breathe here. Opening my chest. Opening my heart chakra. And now you can stay here. Okay, but I'm going to show another variation if someone else wants a little bit, if their blocks are uncomfortable. Staying there if you are already in that pose. And saying you feel uncomfortable, you need a little bit less. Putting 2 pillows underneath you. And just laying here as well. Really opening your throat. Opening the throat chakra. Feeling your breath. Another 30 seconds. One more breath. And slowly come up. And you can grab a block or a pillow and just get into a regular cross-legged position. Take your time. There's no rush. And I'm just going to wait here for you. And start to close your eyes. Go back to your breath. Go back to this moment. And just notice as you sit here, how do you feel? And noticing maybe the mind's a little bit slower, more calm. And even if it's not, it's okay. Just really focusing on the breath, being gentle to your mind. It's there to protect you. So sometimes it's constantly moving and thinking. It's the monkey mind, they call it. Just giving yourself love and compassion, even in the moments that may not feel that way. Just having gratitude for your body that walks you through your day. And let's just do this one last practice, pranayama, very powerful. So we did the asana, which is the physical postures of yoga. There's actually 8 limbs of yoga. You have the first 2, the niyamas and yamas, which focus on society and how you are in society and how you act around others in the world. And then you have the other yama, which is then the second one, the second limb of yoga, which focuses on like yourself, within yourself, and even how you treat your body and your mind. And then we did the asana, which is the physical. And now we're going to do the 4th limb, which is pranayama. Kind of another term is breath work. Now, this will be very powerful to help you sleep tonight and really calm the nervous system. So we're going to do Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. It will balance the right and the left side of the brain, the sun and the moon energy within your body, and it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest, the relaxation. So, left hand is in Chin Mudra. Index finger and thumb are touching. And you can slide it into your hip crease. And your right hand in Vishra Mudra. Index finger and middle finger on your palm crease. And you're going to use your ring finger and your thumb to alternate between nostrils. When you close one nostril, the other one's open, and you're switching in between them with your breathing. And I'll prompt you through it. Okay? Right thumb, right nostril. Inhale through left. At the top of the breath, close with your ring finger and switch and exhale through left. Right. Inhale through right. Switch. Exhale through left. Inhale through left. Switch. Exhale. Always inhaling on the same side. Always switching on the exhale. Doing a few rounds of your own. Relaxing your shoulders away from your ears. Long spine. Or whenever you exhale through your left side, that'll be your last round. And slowly come back into normal breathing. Let's sit here for just a moment in silence. Thirty more seconds. Slowly opening your eyes. And starting to take note how you feel. How do you feel? What have you noticed that has shifted? And just note that you cultivated this within yourself through your practice. Being very proud of yourself for being here today. And just sitting here and just being is enough. Having an open heart towards this practice. So let's go ahead and lay in Shavasana. And we can use our props again. So you can use your block as a pillow, for example, or a regular pillow. And you can support under your knees. And lay back. That feels comfortable for you or not. But make sure your neck is nice and neutral. Palms open, supinated hands, palms towards the sky. We open your legs a little bit more. Now, I know you may not want to be here in this moment, but this Shavasana pose is one of the most important poses in yoga. It seals the energy of the practice. Giving your moment, just this moment, to rest. We're only going to be here for a few minutes. And if you do feel cold, you can always grab a blanket. And let's just lay here together. Even if this is your only practice, let's do it together. Starting to relax all the muscles of your eyes. Releasing upper and lower jaw. Allowing your body to melt deeper into the ground below you. Feeling one with the earth. And maybe saying a mantra. I am relaxed. I am relaxed. I am completely relaxed. One more minute. And slowly allowing yourself just one more moment of time of rest. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe extending your hands overhead. Nice stretch, like a beautiful cat waking up in the morning. And rolling over to one side. And just in this moment, noticing how perfect your body fits itself. Having gratitude for the practice. And slowly coming up into a seated position. Putting your hands into palm center. We're going to inhale for one Om. Inhale. Om. Swasti prajabhyaha palipalayantam Nayena margena mahim mahimstraha Go brahmanebhyaha Subhamastu nityam Loka samasta Sukhino bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Om peace, peace, peace. May all be well with mankind. May the leaders of the earth stick to the right path. May all those who know the earth to be sacred be happy and free. May all beings be happy and free. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. And since we're in a live class, if you have any questions, I would love to answer it at this moment. Well, namaste. Have a wonderful night. Bye.